Well, g'day everybody. 2 vlogs in one day. So we left Latham this morning where I did some tree photography, or attempted to, in the bush and the fog. And we've come here to a place near Wongan Hills in Western Australia, a lake called Lake Ninan, or Ninan, however you say it. It's a salt lake, and it's such a beautiful location. We've been here a number of times, and you can see us down the back there, just down there. We've got a nice little spot down there, and I'm just going to wander down the shore and get some sunset photos. Well, I hope to anyway. I went down there earlier on for a bit of a walk and spied out a composition. I just hope it's going to be a good one. So come on down with me and we'll have a look and see how I went. You already see the reflections in the lake. Amazing place. And this is the way I'm heading. As you can see, plenty of people have walked down this way, and you even get the odd motorbike. And so we've arrived at what I intended to be my first composition, but I'm now wondering if it's the wrong way around. Okay, so while I wait for the sun to set, which is not far away, I'll just come up with this little composition here, with this dead bit of tree and the lake and the reflections, which all look very nice. The hard part is, do you use a polarizer or do you not use a polarizer? That is the question. Well, I'm going to do both. So there you can see my composition, and I do have the polarizer on, but only on a little bit, because if you put it on too much then the sky looks abnormally blue, and we don't want a photo like that, because that is a pain in the butt to even attempt to fix in post-production. 3-second timer, and in theory I cover that up, cover the screen so the sun's not so harsh on it. You can see the clouds and their reflections in the water, and the little bit of a sand bank that I'm on just edging into one side of the photo, and the hills of Wongan Hills over in the background. Okay, let's see what else we can get in this location. So we're still waiting for the sun to drop below the horizon. It's not far away, and this is the composition I've come up with, which I had my eye on earlier. It's unfortunate that not only did I, but other people have walked along the sand and left their footprints, but that could come into being a good photo. But if not, well, bad luck. What I do like though is the camera didn't want to stay on. That doesn't help. Okay, so what I do like is this line of sunlight and the old log that I just took a photo there before, and of course the dead trees in the background. Now, last time I was here I was walking around the other side of them, and I could do today, but I'm not going to. So I probably should get the belt of Venus behind me, between me and those trees, but I'm going to concentrate on this shot here. I've left the polarizer on to see if that helps, and it looks like it's going to even out the the exposure. Now I've bracketed this one, 1.5 stops either side. I'm not sure how that's going to go, but we will find out in very shortly. Alright, so I've taken the brackets off, and this is the single shot. And I'll be very interested to see how that comes out. That's such a beautiful scene. Anyway, we'll wait a little longer and we'll see what else happens with the light. And looking back that way, you can see all these dead trees everywhere, all the way around the side of the lake. And just looking at that, a little bit of cloud up there. It's funny, when we got here today, the place was covered in cloud, and I thought, this could be a really dynamic sunset. Well, as you can see, the clouds disappeared, but or damn near all of it. But that still might come up nice with the belt of Venus and a little bit of afterglow from the sun. So my first shot that I took with just the log looking that way might end up being another shot. We'll see. See how the cloud lights up and how the belt of Venus looks. Sometimes what you really wanted, apart from that, was something like that. Wow. So I've got it set up here. Bring it back to there. Focused on the log in the water. Job's done, and I've spied another composition over there that I'm going to get, and I'll race over there now. Here's my second composition, or the other composition I saw with the reflections and the sand bar going out. So I reckon that one will do us. And look what I found here, another one with a bit of a leading line. So I've got to race back over here to without slipping over, because it's rather slippery around here. And it's this, oh, look at that colour, that's ridiculous. Okay, he's starting to sink here, which is not good. Well, I'm not sure about this composition. My tripod is sinking straight into the, well, might be a handheld job. Right, well, I tried down there, and all I did was sink, and I couldn't hand hold it because it was, I wobbled too much for the duration it was going to be, so I put it on the tripod. It's sunk in reasonably well here, and oh look, there's the moon in the water. But this will be the shot, as it is. And no 2-second timer, because I'm using my remote, which is a pretty handy little thing to have. And you can probably hear the mozzies, they're out in force, which is not good. Not good at all, because they're hungry. And apparently I'm the blood bank on legs. So here's a different composition on that one. Oh, get out of my ear. Bad enough they're going to bite me, let alone buzzing in my ear. I'll let me know they're doing it. Righto, so focused. Half a stop underexposed. Oh, no, we won't. Half a second, and I reckon that one will be pretty good. Nice and purple and blue. There's the belt. As the belt of Venus starts to take over. Now, see if we can't find a way to get that moon and that view. Oh, they're vicious, these mozzies. Into the shot. As soon as I move to here, I lose the moon. Nuts. I'm out of here. Got to go back over here and get this, don't I? That's just too nice not to. Just too nice not to. Okay, let's set this up. So, there's the composition. Wind him up a bit so we can see what we're looking at. Oh, I tell you, these mozzies, they are vicious. Oh, that actually looks like it's in focus, so that's good. Well, yep, it is. So let's bring it back and level the tripod up a little bit better. So there's the view, there's the composition. Well, half a stop over, 1/10 of a second, F11. Shot's done. Thank you very much. Goodbye, mosquitoes. Okay, so I'm heading back now because, as you would have seen, the mosquitoes were as thick as. Must be something to do with the salt lake. Anyway, I can feel my hands and my neck itching like crazy. So some of the little buggers got me. Anyway, a few trucks going down the road. Look at that for a sunset. Magnificent. So, as always, if you've enjoyed me getting bitten by the mozzies and want to see more, then well, I'd highly appreciate a like, if nothing else for that. And if you want to see more videos, then subscribe to the channel and obviously hit the notification bell so you can get more updates. And I'll just leave you with that. Beautiful.